emotional intelligence for IT professional. This is a quite a small topic, but I hope it is impactful and applicable for everyone can apply this in their professional life. So let's start. So first of all, what is emotional intelligence? Okay, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others is emotional intelligence. To break it down in simple terms, it's about being smart with feelings, both your own and those of people around you. Okay. Now, emotional intelligence involves knowing what you're feeling. Are you feeling happy, sad, excited, um, you know, lonely, or whatever it is? You need to understand what sort of a feeling that you're an individual, you as an individual are going through. Managing those feelings effectively, not allowing those feelings take the better of you. For example, if you're angry, you may take a decision that you may regret in the future. If you're excited, you may take a decision that may not be correct for that time and moment. So managing your feelings mean as in you need to not allow those feelings take the better of you and make decision in a rational way. Motivating yourself. So every day is not the same. Today may be a very a nice and productive day for you, but for an individual. But we cannot say, or we cannot judge the future days. So it is our duty to keep in check our emotions and motivate ourselves to be a better version of ourselves that was yesterday. Recognizing emotions in others. Okay, so this point is for example, when you're having a conversation with someone, understanding by that person's voice tone or posture, if that person is going through some sort of anxiety, or the person is not in the correct sense of mood, or it's like is sad for some reason. And the last point is handling relationship. This is in conjunction to the fourth point, wherein once you understand the emotions in others, reacting in a way that will not make that emotion worse. Like someone is angry and you scold someone, maybe because a project delivery date was went past due. So like that will cause that emotion of anger or rage to get worsened and affect the emotional well-being of that person. So understanding the emotions of others and reacting in a way that doesn't affect their the relationship between the two in a negative. The importance of emotional intelligence in IT sector. Okay, there are some key reasons for this. First and foremost, team collaboration. Usually, projects involve complex teamworks, and having emotional intelligence will help in better communication and cooperation among the team members. So, cumulatively, it will help in better team bonding and not affecting, intrinsic differences affect the project. Next is client interaction. Okay, understanding and managing clients' emotion leads to improved customer satisfaction and stronger business relationship. So it so happens that at times we fail to meet clients' expectation, or the client doesn't understand exactly where we are in a particular project and tends to get upset. So understanding the client's emotion at that time, like client is upset, how do we deal with it, and making the client understand in a nice and calm way. Like suppose a good example would be like, say client says, no, this is a feature that I want, but if a client is angry and we say that no, this was not in the estimate, client will get even more angry. So handling that situation in a nice way will help us build a better relationship with the client. Problem solving. Emotional intelligence enhances the ability to approach technical challenges calmly and creatively, especially under pressure. So see, these points are all interrelated. Like, whenever we encounter any problem, maybe it be with client or internally within the team, it so happens that we tend to take not so correct decisions under pressure. So the key over here is to have the emotional intelligence and awareness to firstly be calm and respond to the problem and collaborate and come up with a solution. Next point is adaptability. In the fast pace IT environment, it requires quick adaptation to new technologies and methodologies, and emotional intelligence aids in managing stress and embracing challenge. I think the best example in the recent time would be the emergence of AI. So, like it, even though some companies around did not adapt AI from the beginning, but now sooner or later everyone, not only company but individuals also have to adapt to AI. So adaptability and having that open mind to newer technologies help an individual or even if the entire organization to be a little ahead of the race, rather than realizing later on and playing catch up. Next, and one of the most important uh, point would be leadership. uh, Leaders with emotional intelligence is like a superpower, as it can help better motivate team members, resolve conflict, and drive innovation. Okay. uh, Foster team collaboration and interaction. So basically, a leader with high emotional intelligence is easily able to govern and manage the team in a effective way, and to reduce waste of time in conflict resolutions and stuff like that. uh, Cross functional communication. Emotional intelligence plays like a bridge that bridges the gap between technical and non-technical stakeholders, facilitating clear communication. It so happens that not only between the technical and non-technical, within the team itself, there is uh, incomplete communication given that leads to wrong assumption. So having being aware of the situation and having that will help a better and more transparent communication across all this across the entire hierarchy. Last but not the least, and it is pretty self-explanatory, is stress management. We do like there are cases when individuals repent on something that happened in the past, but and stress themselves out and affect the present work. So it is always better to keep a clear mindset, saying this has happened, nothing can be done about it, but let's work together to find a solution about for the same. In that manner, like, we'll be able to manage stress in a better way instead of cribbing about the past. That definitely cannot be changed. We can always take learnings from it to prevent it from happening again, but not allowing it to create more stress for us. All in all, in essence, while technical skills are vital in IT, emotional intelligence plays a key, uh, is the key to applying these skills effectively in the real world scenarios, leading to more successful projects and healthier workspace. Next are the components of emotional intelligence. The first being self-awareness. Okay, in this we need to recognize our own emotion and their impact. Like, if say I am angry and I take a decision, how will it impact versus a decision that is taken under cool circumstances. Techniques to improve self awareness is journaling thoughts and feelings, like thinking about the event of the day and how it could have been perceived in a better way. That is one point. And secondly, seeking feedback from peers, taking continuous feedback. And I'm very glad that we have that open system over here at SGI. Next is self regulation, managing your emotions effectively. Okay, strategies for better self regulation is practicing mindfulness and meditation. That is and of course meditation is very effective in various ways. And the second is developing healthy coping mechanism. This is in regards to, like, not affecting adversities affect your judgment. Like, even if a project goes bad, like it has happened, that shouldn't affect the current ongoing projects. And also having that mindset that things will not always be good. There will be ups and downs, but the key here is that we have to go on, we have to move on, kind of attitude. Next is motivation, that is staying driven despite of challenges. Tips to boot motivation is set clear and achievable goals and celebrate small wins. um, like one example would be over here, uh, about setting clear achievable goals. In the month of January, all of us think about fitness. Some think of getting more fitter, some think of you know reducing weight, and we keep that as our goal, like getting a six pack ab, or losing whatever 5 kilos or 10 kilos of weight. But that itself is not a proper goal, I would say. Like, to achieve that goal, first we need is consistency. So the smaller, like if you break that goal into smaller parts, like it would be, I will start doing some sort of an exercise, maybe cycling or skipping or going to the gym, and I'll keep it consistent 5 days a week or 6 days a week for the next 3 months. That is a smaller goal that you know uh, is more real, achievable. And once you achieve that, then after you can put on, add on more things to it and achieve your ultimate goal, the final goal, that is for weight loss. So that is a one example, for motivation in and achieving, setting achievable goals. Next point is empathy. This is a very important part, especially I would say, in SGI, we always, at every level, we have subordinates. Even if you're a junior, you may have interns working under you, under your guidance, or senior developers having juniors working under you, or a module lead, team lead, you name it. So understanding others' emotions and perspective, that is key, and reacting in accordingly, that is a key. Ways to enhance empathy is active listening skills and putting yourself in other people's shoes. The last point is social skills, building strong relationship within the team. So, like, this may seem like a very simple point, but it has a magnitude of implications, because if you do not build that social skills, it'll be very difficult to be a part of a team, or even ultimately when you climb up the ladder to manage a team. You need to have the social skills, or build the social skill and sharpen them over time. Okay. Key social skills to develop is effective communication technique and conflict resolution strategies. Moving on, next is benefits of high emotional intelligence. It improves teamwork and collaboration. Like, you are able to, a person who has established a higher emotional intelligence is able to manage a team, or even be a part of a team very easily. And collaboration also is becomes not that big of a challenge. This is directly proportional to increase in productivity. If there is less time spent to resolve conflicts, and team members not being on the same page, this will directly help us increase productivity by being able to deliver the project faster, or completing the task faster. And if we are on the same team, mindset will be problem solving. Like, this issue has happened, it's my mistake, taking accountability. Or I think I missed out over here, or I did not get help over here, but now what do we do? How do we solve this problem? Having that mindset. And last is better client relationship. So understanding the client's emotional state at a particular time, reacting in according to that, will ultimately help in getting better client relationship. Okay, practical application is handling tight deadlines with calmness. So it's a wherein we tend to get nervous and give in to pressure once the deadline comes closer for political pressure of a particular project. But having a good level of emotional intelligence will help us deal with that situation in a proper way, instead of letting the pressure take the better of us. Navigating team conflict smoothly. Similar example that I've given in the previous slide. the ability to resolve the conflicts in a faster way and directly affecting the delivery of the project. Client interaction, again, performance review. So we have at SGI 360 performance review system. So whenever we give a performance review, there may be an incident, but whenever we are judging a person or giving a review, we need to think at the back of our mind if that person has done that for the company or for his personal this thing. So in that way, it will help you, give a honest performance review. Next is change in management. It so happens that, due to various projects, we do team shuffling, we form smaller teams. And at times it is difficult by human nature to accept that team very easily. It takes time, but if you have a higher emotional intelligence and that mindset to be a part of a team, that transition becomes very easy, and it helps the overall delivery of the project. Okay, so the key points conclusion is recognizing and managing your own emotion, understanding and influencing others. Okay, it's crucial for team collaboration and interaction, client interaction, problem solving under pressure, and quick adaptation to new technologies. Then the component self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, and the benefits of higher emotional intelligence.